Hello and welcome to CloudFolks HUB. My name is Bhavesh Attara. You are learning ECS through the project. We have divided this entire project into the 8 main steps and sub-steps as well. Till now, we have completed step number 5.3, operating system/architecture. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about network mode. When you are going to create task definition inside your ECS console, you need to select network mode. Here we have total 5 network modes. We need to understand all of this step by step. In this video, we are going to understand network modes in general and also going to discuss about AWS VPC network mode. So let's start. Here, let's understand network mode in general. Network mode in ECS Task Definition decides how your container will connect with the network and whether it is going to share networking with the host machine or gets its own IP. Now, these settings depends on which options you are going to select while you are creating task definition. It directly affects how your container communicate with outside world, which ports you can expose, and whether your container share network settings with other container. You have your application hosted inside task or container. Now you want that anybody from the internet can access this. Now, for this, you have to select right mode. As you know that here we have total 5 modes, but in this particular video, we are going to talk about AWS VPC mode, right? So, each task gets its own ENI and private IP in your VPC. If you are going to choose AWS VPC as a network mode, it is not going to share any networking with the host machine. It is going to get its own IP. Supports Fargate and EC2. Now, there is a plus point about AWS VPC is it's supported by Fargate. Other settings are only supported by Amazon EC2 instance. Look at this. If I'm going to select Fargate here, this is grayed out because this is only network mode I am able to choose if I'm going to use Fargate. And if I'm going to select Amazon EC2 instance, here all other 4 along with AWS VPC supported. It means AWS VPC supported by both, and it is only one option which is supported by both. Now, most common is always AWS VPC. But before I am going to explain you about this particular process, let me explain you how this AWS VPC mode actually works. So here I have this whiteboard. I have one EC2 instance. This EC2 instance is a part of my ECS cluster, right? Now, as you know that when you have your EC2 instance, in this particular EC2 instance, we have host ENI. ENI means network interface, or we call it elastic network interface in AWS. If you want to access this EC2 instance, let's say that I want to access this EC2 instance using SSH. How I am able to access this? Simple. I will use 172.16.10:22 and it will allow me to access this instance SSH service, right? So in general, we have a host ENI connected with our EC2 instance, and through this particular host ENI, we are able to access instance or various service of the instance. Now, I just created one task. Let's say that this task I am creating inside this particular EC2 instance. EC2 instance is a part of ECS cluster. Now, I choose my network mode AWS VPC. As soon as you will create tasks, it is going to attach another ENI with your EC2 instance. Now, this ENI is specifically created or usable for this particular task. No one is going to share this ENI. Of course, when you have your ENI, it will have IP. So you will get new IP. For example, 192.168.10.11. Now, as you have this ENI, you can also attach security group. right? You can also attach security group. You can also attach this with a specific subnet. So it is a kind of mini EC2 instance for this particular task. Now, if you want to access service from this particular task, you have to expose port number. Let's say that I'm exposing port number 80. Now, if I want to access any service from this particular task, what I will do, I will use like 172.16.10.11:80. Now, request is going to this particular ENI, and from this, I'm going to access service or web application running in this particular task. If you want to provide public IP, you can do this as well, but we will talk about public IP in upcoming days, so don't worry about it because we want to attach load balancer, right? Now, you may have another question as well. Let's say that.
Sorry to interrupt you. I know you guys are enjoying our video a lot because our final ultimate goal is Solution Architect Certification Exam. To reach the destination, we required full videos. Path number 1, our 6-in-1 program. Our 6-in-1 program include all prerequisite skills which is needed as a cloud engineer. It include 24/7 support, lifetime update, section-wise practice test, full course practice test with tips and tricks by Bhavesh Atara, how to do exam preparation course, weekly lifetime live session with Bhavesh Atara, and 6 AWS project with documents. Path number 2, you can enroll by paying 499 and get Hindi and English, both the languages, videos of AWS. The choice is yours how to create your success story by choosing best one. Best of luck. Thank you.